first truck here, and I bought my second truck tonight. It's sitting out there, so I'm excited to get in it and drive home later on. Coach Colvin, the first-year head coach at Royse City, joins us with the Bulldogs. We have a quarterback and a cornerback with us, and they've told me their names like 5 times, and as usual, I've forgotten them. So instead of trying to just butcher it, Jamen,
Yes, sir.
and
Cordarian.
Cordarian. So we're progress. I got Jamen and Cordarian. Jamen, Cordarian. We'll get that going. Royse City Bulldogs, Coach Colvin. Thank you for joining us. Really excited. I know I'm excited. I can't imagine how you and your staff and the players are to get going. First off, thank you for joining us. And how's everything going?
Yeah, thanks for having us. It's going good. It's starting to slow down, in the early parts of it, it was a lot, and now it's football season, so it's mostly football, and that's the fun part. So I feel like I always tell the kids that's the best part of my day because there's a lot of stuff that goes in through the day, a lot of meetings, a lot of clerical stuff, a lot of organizational stuff. So by the time I get to football, that's the fun part. But all that is slowed down. We're focused on football and just ready for the season, so it's been good.
With everything that Royse City has going on and with the facilities and the construction and all, I got to ask you about the lights. There was a post on it today. How cool is that to have an experience like that, not just for yourself, but for the kids and for the community, the fans? How much are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I told the kids today that there's a lot of stuff that you don't want to take for granted, and it's not like this everywhere. So to have a lot of support, to have nice things, nice facilities, event centers, indoor facilities, nice weight room, what they're doing with the lights and the music, all that stuff just goes into the experience for the kids, and that's the most important thing to me. And I tell kids that, and I tell their parents that. The biggest thing for me is that they have a great high school athletic experience, and the more things that we can give them and the nicer things that we can give them goes into that. So to me, it just shows that a lot of places talk about winning and having nice stuff, and then there's places that actually do it, and obviously Royse City is committed to doing it. So.
Yeah, we're talking with Coach Colvin, head football coach at Royse City, first-year coach, coming over. Some of you know, especially I can see some of you that are watching, coming offensive coordinator from Rockwall. Coach, wins and losses and all those things. Obviously, everybody wants to win and compete and battle, and that's the name of the game. But what's been the process like to try and build that and get buy-in and start building a culture of winning and but also building a culture of having good athletes and good students in the community?
Yeah, I feel very fortunate. I feel like it was like the perfect time for a first-year head coach going into a situation. So our senior class is really good, really, really heavy loaded on the defensive side with our seniors. I feel like the group of captains that we have, just a perfect mesh of personalities and the type of kids that you need to lead a program, and for a first-year head coach, kids that that do the right thing and you can trust, and they're going to act the right way and show our other players how to do things the right way was really important for me. The culture is good. It's a bunch of kids that want to win, that want to be supported and do things the right way. So to me, that wasn't the hard part. Early on, I was more worried about teaching them all the details of what we do schematically on offense and defense. But that is probably what I am most proud of with this group. Just how far we've come from the first day to where we're at now, and I've said this for on many interviews that our defense is really good, and to watch our offense, like I said, from the first day that we got there. I mean, this guy knows. I got hired on a Friday, and that Wednesday had the quarterbacks and receivers up there early to throw the ball and throw and catch, and it wasn't great. And just to watch those guys operate now and watch him operate the offense. Man, I could not be more proud of that group, man, because it's come a long way and it's fun to watch. So it's all coming together. Kudos and credit to the kids and the captains because they're the ones that have bought in and have taken this and ran with it, and it's fun.
Before we move on to the players, Coach, last question, just preparation and everybody's dealing with this heat that we're going through, and what it takes mentally to stay out there and stay focused in this heat, but just how has the preparation in your mind been for weathering through all this stuff that we got going on.
Right. Yeah, it's been really hot. I think we've had some practices that were better than others.
We're in Texas. I can't believe we're talking about
Yeah,
I'm complaining about heat. I mean, it's hot. It's supposed to be hot, but sorry.
Yeah, I've never really thought about it until I've sat in this chair, But I think the other day the heat index was like 116, and we didn't feel great about the kids being out there in full pads in 116. So I would say every day that we were allowed to practice, we practiced in the heat. There were 2 days this week that we flipped the script, brought them up really early in the morning, so had some good practices in the morning. Today we practiced in the heat, and we'll do it tomorrow, and we'll do it next week. What I bet on and what I've told our staff is, obviously everybody knows we play really, really, really fast on both sides of the ball. So my hope is that everybody we play is practicing in the morning when it's cool, and then when we kick off at 7 o'clock and it's hot, these guys will be conditioned to it. And so we try to use it to our advantage, and it's been good.
We have a couple of captains. Are we seniors or juniors?
So Jamen is a junior, and Cordan is a senior captain.
All right. We'll start with quarterback Jamen. Jamen, tell me about it. There's lots going on, and obviously, you want to stay focused on football and things like that with the lights and everything going on. But how is this team, just kind of staying focused to make sure that you improve, you get better every day on the field?
I say making sure I stay focused. Everybody's boosting me up if I mess up once. Whole team is boosting my confidence, not letting me put my head down. Just helping me stay focused on the football team, and yeah.
This the offense that you have and some of the weapons that you have, just how much fun, how excited do you get when you get under center or you step back in a shotgun position? How excited are you knowing that you do have playmakers?
I'm very excited. We play very fast. I can throw the ball any play I want to. I can hand the ball because we have a good running back core. We have good receivers. I can trust everybody. And yeah.
In your mind, just kind of as a captain, your role, some do it through just how they play and just how they approach each day. Some are vocal. Just how important do you think this group of captains is to this team to make sure you're successful this year?
This group of captains, they're very good. They're very good role models, very good teammates. They know what they're doing. They've been playing varsity football for a pretty good minute, I'm pretty sure. So they know how it goes. They're teaching us up, coaching us up, and getting us ready for the first game in the season.
What's the message between players, right? I mean, coaches, they can do so much, right? They can mentor, they can show you technique, they can show you the plays, we run it routine. At the end of the day, the players have to hold themselves accountable with accountability, and they have to do it. What's this team's makeup that says, hey, yeah, we're gonna take care of it, and we trust what the coaches are telling us. We're just gonna go out there and play football.
As long as we execute, do what we're taught, everything detailed, we're going to be a great football team.
Yeah, we're talking Royse City coach. I want you just kind of elaborate on your quarterback here and what he means to the team and what he's bringing to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, when I was going through the interview process and just tried to get some background knowledge, obviously I played Royse City for a couple of years and knew the makeup of the team, but obviously in this offense, for any football team, but in this offense, you got to have a guy behind center that can run the show. And and just get some scrolling on Twitter, and I remember I came across Jamien's Twitter and just saw some flashes of JV film, and I remembered texting Coach Reed and just saying, hey, I think we got a good one over there if we can get him to learn the offense and execute. And I remember Coach Reed looking at his little Twitter film, some flashes of it, and thinking, yeah, he's got some tools and some weapons, and I've told him this, probably not enough, but man, I'm just so proud of this kid because it's not easy to play this position in this offense because you have to know what every position is doing. He has to relay to the calls to the offensive line. We make it really easy on the offensive line and really really hard on him, and he has just done a phenomenal job. He can make any throw on the field. He is electric with his feet. The biggest deal to me when I first met him was his maturity level, and I told him, man, these guys have to trust you. They have to feel good that you're in the huddle. They have to take you serious. when things go bad, they need to feel good. In their head, they need to say, "We're good. We got Jamie." And his maturity level from the time that I got there to now is just been it's been awesome to watch. I'm very, very proud of him. There's been flashes of it where going against the defense and maybe we got sacked or something, and before I could get it out, like, "Hey, we're good," I watch him tell the offensive line, we're good, next play, let's go." Stuff like that, because if you play this position, you have to be a leader, and people have to trust you, and he has done a phenomenal job with that.
Yeah, we're talking Royse City Bulldogs. Coach Hoven, the first-year head coach at Royse City. Let's move on to cornerback, and Coach, help me out here. You know where I'm going with the name here.
So Cordarian Powell, we call him CD.
CD. All right,
CD,
can I go with CD?
Yes, sir.
CD. All right. First off, just how different has this year, this off season been, and moving in? How much have you enjoyed this preparation leading up to kickoff in what, a week?
Yes,
yeah, next week. So how much have you enjoyed the whole process?
I've enjoyed the process really well. There's a lot that came in from this off season and last off season. Last off season was a little rocky because we didn't have the new experienced head coaches on how to develop you, and then now that we got the newer system to say, it definitely brought more out of me than last year. So now I'm more confident, and I feel that I can do a lot more to the team and be more confident on the field instead of, one play goes bad and now my head's down. Now it's like, you know what, next play we can get it back, or little things like that, little details changed over the off season. So I'll say little things like that really helped me mature too, and get me to the next level.
Yeah, mindset's everything. I mean, I
Sure.
talk about this in golf all the time. You hit 3 bad shots and make 1 putt, and it's a par, right?
Brings
You just
it back.
nothing. You just keep grinding and keep pushing, and you never know. On the defensive side of the ball, how what's the message? How much you guys stressing, like, hey, we need to support the offense. We need to be a team here, and what we do impacts the game. Just how excited are you guys on the defensive side of the ball, and what's the message? What are you guys trying to accomplish besides maybe 10 sacks and a couple of interceptions? But what are you guys trying to accomplish?
We're trying to accomplish being the best defense, not only in the district but in the whole state of Texas, because we got weapons everywhere. And as the DB core, as the leader of the DB core, I feel like we could be a lot more dangerous once we go against another team and see how it translates from practice to a real game.
Yep.
So I feel like once we see how that looks like, then I'll know for sure how good we are as a defense. So we're pretty excited to start it off.
As a captain on the defensive side of the ball, communication's key, right? And making sure, talking to everybody. And you talked about maybe missing a play and having to come back. Just as a captain and talking to players, especially during a game, how much are you looking forward to that role to say, hey, got to pick your head up. Let's go. The next play is about to happen.
Yeah, that started all season. All season, when I became the new senior and the old seniors left, they kind of left that mark like, hey, CD, you're gonna be the next comer. So every time, even a bad play, even if it was a good play, I'll give my guys the look. I wouldn't even say nothing. I'll give them the look, and they'll be like, we know we did wrong. Let's fix it. And then, it kind of it smoothens out after that.
Yeah.
No mistake. Maybe after that, maybe a play or two after, it'll be a little mistake, but they'll catch on, and then it kind of just builds up from there.
I say, sorry if you don't follow golf, or I always do a lot of golf stuff but if you look good, you feel good, you play good, right? So how exciting is it to have these uniforms, these beautiful facilities, these lights? How much does that energize a team? Do you think?
It energizes a lot. I mean, we got the new chrome helmets. Thank you to Coach Cohen for that. We got the new the chrome helmets. They came in. We still got the black and white, but since we're starting off with the chrome, sorry for the spoilers, that really energizes everybody. Like, we all like, yeah, we get the chrome, the new helmet started off great, and then, obviously it depends on what color we wear. Might do all black, white with the chrome, something new, but with the new helmets, that definitely brought the spirits up even more now that we got something newer.
Yeah, Coach, I get a new pair of shoes, and I just like to walk around. I just like to walk around. Coach, can you just kind of talk a little bit about CD and the defensive captain, and what he means to your squad?
Yeah, for sure. So I remember him being at Rockwall, and we were scouting Royse City, and they played Melissa. Melissa's a good football team, throw the ball a lot, and I just remember watching him on film. Early in my career, I coached secondary. I coached DBs for 3 years. Felt like I know what a good one looks like, and I remember watching their film, and I was like, man, this kid's really good. And I don't say that a lot. Every Monday when I give the receivers a scouting report, I'm just honest with them. This kid's average to what we've seen. This kid's not great. We should torch him, or this kid's really good. We got to figure it out. And I remember watching him, and he looked comfortable in space, and he played the ball well. And I think Melissa threw the ball at him 8 times and didn't complete one. And I was like, man, this kid looks really good. Fast forward a couple months, I get to Royse City. Obviously he's one of the first ones I see, and I thought the same thing. I'm like, this is a good-looking player, and they told me his name, and I was like, oh, I remember him. So, what I'm most proud of about CD is, I've coached 15 years, been very fortunate to coach a lot of good players, and when a kid gets what he is striving for to play at the next level, when he gets those offers, I've seen it go two ways. I've seen kids say, well, I got my offers, I'll turn it down now because I'm worried about college. And then I've seen, the really good ones say, I've got my offers now it's time to turn it up. And that's exactly what he's done. Like, he has not missed a beat. He is not too cool to do things the right way and show these guys how to do things the right way. He is a really good practice player. Every rep matters. And that is what is most important to me, because that is the right way to do things. And that shows these younger guys, because we got a good junior class. We got a really, really talented freshman class, that if this is a guy that has, 10, 15 Division I offers, can go to any school he wants, and he practices hard, and he treats people the right way, well, then that is the right way to do things. So that's what I'm most proud of for him, that he has gotten what he has wanted, what he's worked hard for,
Yep.
but he still cares about Royse City football. So
Yeah, CD's committed to Texas State, the Bobcats, right? Yeah, so congratulations, keep yeah, there you go. Congratulations, Coach. Before we let you guys go, obviously you talked about it as a great opportunity at Royse City, and what a perfect fit, for your first time to be a head coach and things like that. What has surprised you about this community? What has been like, wow, I didn't know that, and wow, this is cool.
Yeah, I think the biggest surprise has been the support for the things that I wanted to come in and do, and the support for the kids. Uh, you know, you leave a good place like Rockwall that has a lot of support, a lot of good things for coaches and kids. So when you go to another place, you want that same thing. You don't want there to be a drop off, and you don't want to feel like you're finishing second to anybody else. So I think the biggest surprise and the biggest encouragement for me has been the parent support, the administration support, what they've been willing to change for athletics to fit what I think is best for our kids. Uh, you know, we just did a fundraiser. Kids killed it. I won't say how much money we raised, but they raised a lot of money. And to me, that just shows me that the kids care, because they're willing to do that. And there's a lot of support out there willing to pour in and give these kids what they need to be an elite program. So just the support from the community has meant a lot, because like I've told these kids, it's not like that everywhere. There's a lot of schools you go to the game and there's nobody in the stands,
right,
and they don't have nice things. So that has meant the most to me, because that, to me, is what I want these kids to have. I want them to have a good experience and never, ever play somebody and say, man, they got cool stuff. They get to play at a cool place.
Yeah.
Well, at Royse City, it's the best of the best. So.
Yeah. Coach Colvin, super excited for you, and always a pleasure. And I really appreciate you guys coming in and taking time away from your busy schedule and practice and things like that. I was excited about the spring game. I was really excited about what I saw. I just loved the energy, and I can't wait to see it translate onto the field. And at the end of the day, the goal is have fun, enjoy the moment, and be present, and enjoy what you have, and hopefully the chips fall were in your favor when it comes to wins and losses. But
Yes,
congratulations on everything so far, because you say, well, what did they accomplish? Well, there's the work that they put in the off seasons, and the work that goes into being ready to play football next week. That's something that a lot of people don't understand, including myself. So
Sure.
Congratulations on getting ready.
Yeah,
thank you.
Guys, best of luck. Coach, thank you so much. And we'll see you guys soon enough. That is going to do it for us. Just over 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes. And that's going to call a night for us, because they close at 8 here, and they like to see me packing up by 7:30. So,
No doubt.
so that's going to do it. We appreciate everybody tuning in.